of you might be wondering what is a logarithm. I think I explained this last week, but a logarithm is the inverse function of an exponential. And logarithm takes away or is the inverse of an exponential. The properties of logs are as follows. It doesn't matter if you have a base or not. When you see a log that does not have a base, the understood base is 10. I don't know if I said this last week or not. Mm-hmm. I did? Okay. Did I? No? Okay. Well, I'm saying it now. Yeah, if there's no base, the understood base is 10. So like you see down here, these base A's are different numbers. Okay? So the difference is that if I have log of 15, but then I have log base 6 of 15, these are different because they have different bases. This on the left is understood to be 10, and this on the right you have an actual base. Okay? The first log law says that if I have two logs separated with the same base, I can multiply the two numbers together. I can also go backwards. If I have a product of two numbers or terms, I can separate them to be addition. The second law states that if they are separated by a subtraction sign, then it is division. I can also go backwards. If it is already in division, I can separate them to be subtraction. The next law states that if I have a coefficient in front of the log, so if I have the number in front of the log, I can make it so that it is an exponent of my answer. Remember that inside thing is my answer. Where I gave you these notes last week, where it was like a to the x is equal to b, a is the base, x is the exponent, and b is the answer. Remember that kind of, sort of? So the only difference between these two sets of laws is that this first set has an understood base of 10. So remember, you don't have to write them down. They're on the page. The one I do need you to write down, which is not on this book or on this page that I'm giving you, is the property of identity. The identity property. Identity. Can you see that? Mm-mm. Do they need to turn the TV? No. Is that better? The identity property of logs say that if I have log base A of A, that's just 1. And you can go backwards. If you have 1, excuse me. If you have 1, you can rewrite it to be log base A of A. Because mathematically, like I said before, we can rewrite this to be an exponential. A to the 1 is just A. And that is why log base A of A is 1. Does everybody have that down? Good? I still see people writing. I don't know if you're writing. Can I just go? Yes, no? Am I? Okay. Alright. We're going to move to example 8 on page 152. We have 6 examples. 6 examples, I think. I'll double check. This example asks us to use the law of logarithms to write as a single log or as an integer. This is key, as an integer, meaning that if you can simplify it, okay? If you can simplify it, simplify it. What is the understood base, everyone, if there is no base? 10. This is addition. Everyone, what should I do to these numbers? Multiply. So this is log base 10 of 15. Do I need to show how I got 15? No, you do not need to show me. Okay? I am fine with you going from this to this. You want to show me? Great. Questions? Very good? Am I going too fast? Okay. B says that we have log base 3 of 24 minus log base 3 of 8. Subtraction is what, everyone? Division. So we have log base 3 of 3. Can this be simplified? Yes, the final answer is 1. Now, for those of you who need me to work that part out, I will. So remember, technically, I can rewrite this to have an equal to x, right? So then I can rewrite this to be 3 to the x is equal to 3. We have the same base. If there is no exponent, what is the understood exponent? 1. So now because I have the bases the same, separated by equal sign, I can set the exponents equal to each other. X is equal to 1. That's how I got 1. Okay? And that property I just had you write down in the previous notes. Okay? If it is log base a of a, in this case it is log base 3 of 3. That's just simplified to be 1. Questions, comments, concerns? Good? Are we sure? All right, moving on. I cannot divide these yet. The reason I can't divide these yet is because 1 is not in logarithmic form. With a hand, can anybody tell me how I can rewrite 1 to be a log? Angelique, is that you?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, you can have 2 to the first or just 2. Any questions on that? Yep. So going back to this property, it says that if I have 1, I can rewrite 1 to have any base. In this case, the base is 2. So it's going to be log base 2 of that same number. Okay? So log base 2, log base 2 of that same number. Okay? Because I cannot simplify this expression unless I have logs on both sides of that subtraction sign. Okay? Log 2, 5. Everyone, subtraction is what property? So we have log base 2 of 5 over 2. Now you need to ask yourself, can I rewrite 2 to anything to get 5 halves? No. You cannot write 2 to have a base where it's 5 halves. We will get to, I think, next week using calculators to simplify this, okay? But as of now, we're not using calculators to simplify. Questions on C? Yeah. Any number, but they both have to be the same. It could be log base -5 of -5. Has to be the same. Log base 150 million. Has to be log base 150 million, 150 million. Okay? Yeah. The base and the answer have to be the same, yes. Good? Yeah. Sorry, your final answer is this. I was just checking to see if I can simplify it further at this point. Okay, this is a check. But your final answer is that. Okay? Make sense? Alright. Can I go on to the last 3 examples? I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. So, as the property said, if I have a coefficient, it becomes a what? An exponent. Yeah, sorry, page 152, example 9. So I'm going to rewrite log base 10 of 7 squared minus log base 2 to the third. Any questions on how I got that? Everyone's subtraction is what property? So this becomes log of 49 over 8. 7 squared is 49, 2 cubed is 8. That is your final answer. Questions? I'm going to move over to B. Is that okay? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, because there's no base. Anytime there's no base listed, it's always 10. Okay? Alright, part B. Do I have logs on both sides of the addition sign? No, so what can this 3 become? This one's tricky. It's not just going to become log 3. What is technically any number multiplied is being multiplied by what? Any number. Who said that? 1. Technically, any number is being multiplied by 1. Any number is being multiplied by 1. We can write any number multiplied by 1. Agreed? So how can I rewrite 1 to have a log in it? How can I write 1 to have a log? Yeah, using log A of A. So it's going to be log what? Not 3 of 3. What is my understood base? So it's going to be log base what of what? 10 of 10. So again, expanding onto the other property. The other property, I didn't want to confuse you, which is why I didn't give this to you. I guess I should have. So if I have a coefficient, we're going to call that coefficient B. And we have log A of A. It is just B. Because what is log A of A? What's B times 1? B. So I can go backwards. Okay? I don't think this one is in your formula book. Okay, so let's leave this for now. I'm going to see if we can do this. Okay? So I have 15. How can I rewrite 15 as a log? Let's say base 10. 15 log 10, 10. Okay? Let's say I want a base of 4. And I have 9. How can I rewrite 9 so it's log? Can't hear you. Very good. 9 log 4, 4. Okay? Does this give context for those of you who are a little bit confused now? Okay. So going back, are we clear now how 3 becomes 3 log 10, 10? No? Say that again? Okay. I think some of the homework examples will help you. Cheyenne? I haven't done anything to it. I just rewrote 3. So I'm bringing it down. Okay? So coefficients, I think Shania or Sanaya said that coefficients become what? Exponents. So it's log 10, 3 squared, plus log 10 of 10 cubed. The reason I'm writing the 10 is because some of you are getting confused by the base. You don't have to write the 10 if you understand that there's base 10, okay? Addition is what property? Multiplication. So we have log 3 squared times 10 cubed. And that's log of 9,000. I think I did my math right. I'm fine with you leaving it like this. I'm also fine with you leaving it like that. Okay? I don't care. Okay? Good? All right, last example. Now, students think that all I have to do is divide 8 and 4. No, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You have to rewrite them so they have the same base. Okay? What base am I going to use to write them as the same base? It's okay. Yes, we're going to write them as 2. Everyone, 2 to what power gives you 8? 2 to what power gives you 4? Okay. Question so far? My exponents now become what? Coefficients. So we have 3 log 2 over 2 log 2. I'm going to stop there, give you processing time. Okay, do you understand that 8 became 2 cubed? 4 became 2 square? Okay, now I just went backwards. The 3 now becomes the coefficient, and the 2 becomes the coefficient. Okay? Yes. What do you think happens to these logs? Cancel out. Because they are the same now. Because they are the same, I can cancel them out. And the final answer is 3 over 2. Questions? Questions, questions, questions. No. Alright, then you have 15 minutes to start your homework. I'm dying.